guys, and welcome back to another episode of Stylist Diaries.
Brought to you by your favourite and fabulous cousins, Prinny Ray
and Amber Lowe.
Yes!
And today we are joined by the stunning Ashleigh Stunna. Woo!
Little Grinch.
Welcome to the podcast. Nice to have you.
Thank you for having me. Oh my god, I love your intro. That is so good. You're so in sync, yeah.
It took us so long to get it right.
No, I love it.
Took many tries.
So good.
We've got it now. Thank you. How are you? First, introduce yourself.
So yeah, my name is Ashleigh Stunna. Well, my surname's not actually Stunna, but everyone thinks that's my surname, so I'll just go with that. I'm a stylist and creative director. I have my own creative agency and consultancy called The Fashion Hall, which does a lot of events around breaking the industry with underground creatives, with established creatives. So obviously I use my network to get people into the industry that I know, that I've worked with, so like brands and stuff. So yeah, we had a brunch last year for females. We had a pop-up as well. So we done a fashion pop-up. It was mainly all women again. But this year I'm going to do another pop-up. You guys should come.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. It's in Camden.
Local.
Oh, yeah. It's in Camden. And it's going to be a vintage and sustainability.
Oh, yeah.
That is so on brand for us.
Oh, amazing.
Literally.
No, you guys got to come.
Because we're transitioning. I think like since we started this podcast, obviously it's like style and lifestyle, and we've been on such a journey in terms of like our view on fashion from a sustainability perspective. And I mean, we're not telling people what to do, but we're giving them that information to say we can make better choices.
100%. Like that is the thing for me. Like I love vintage. This blazer, this dad's blazer,
is a good one.
Vintage.
It looks really good. I love the way it.
It's just like
it's so she's a stylist, you know.
Like I was like, oh, vintage is it for me, because it's one, knowing that no one else has the same piece that you have in the whole world, and also two, just knowing you're saving the planet at the same time. So I love vintage.
Have you always been like sustainable, or has this been a recent thing, a recent shift, or have you always been quite conscious about?
What it is, I feel like life gets you.
Yeah.
So it's like, as much as I want to stay 100% just vintage sustainability, sometimes I go into the odd fast fashion shops just to get something quickly. You know, like lastminute.com, there's a party, next day delivery. Who do we go to quickly? PLT or Misguided or one of them, just to get a quick like fix. Do you know what I mean? But otherwise, no, like most of my wardrobe is either handmade from designers, so made from scratch, and vintage.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Custom pieces that I like to, you know.
I'm so excited at the fact that we have a stylist on our podcast.
Yeah,
we've been doing this for a long time.
We've been doing this for like 2 years
Am I the
now.
first stylist?
And you are our first stylist.
This is a big deal.
So many questions.
We've just been doing yappa, chatting shit.
Actually, like we know what we're talking about, and now we actually have someone.
Well, I'm happy to be here then. Thank you guys.
I'm like, I don't even know where to, I'm like, how do we...
Okay,
just throw them all at me.
I want to hear more about your journey, how you became a stylist and how you broke into it, because I think there's a lot of girls I see on socials that maybe are doing like the fashion influencing, and they're almost like dipping their toes in the styling, but it's one of those industries where you don't really know how you start. Like, is it a case of getting good clients and then the brands follow, or getting the relationships with the brands and then the clients? So yeah, talk us through your journey.
So I started styling properly 3.5 years now. So I took it serious for 3.5 years. Before that, okay, let me take it back. So I went to university. I studied media, journalism and publishing. So at that point, this is about 8 years ago now. So at that point, I wanted to be a music and fashion journalist. So I wanted to write for like Vogue, I wanted to write for Elle magazine and stuff like that, and cross it over between music, because music and fashion are both like my go-to loves. So that's what I wanted to do when I finished uni and I finished my degree. But once I finished, I was like, I've written so much already. The essays are overloaded. I don't know if I want to write anymore, sit at the computer. I think I want to get creative. So then about a year after I finished university, I started designing. So it was just off the whim of my friend saying, oh, like, let's start a brand together. I was like, I don't think that's what I want to do, because in my head, I was like, no. In my head, I was thinking, I really want to do styling or just understand what it is that my creativity is, what I want to explore for now. I just want to take my time. But she was literally adamant. She kept asking me. It was like 3 to 6 months. And I was just like, do you know what? Cool. Let's do it. So I was like, we started the journey together, but we have different tastes.
Right.
That's you,
That's me. Yeah.
Literally, we had different tastes. We had different, like, ways of working. It was just, So I did that for about 3.5 years, 4 years, that brand with my friend. And it was a women's brand. It was all about, like, women empowerment and making females understand if you look good, you feel good, but also giving a daily inspiration on how to look after yourself on the inside and not just the outside.
Literally, that is our vibe.
Is the brand around anymore?
Yeah, the brand's around.
Okay. Oh, is it?
Still
Plug
around.
it?
Yeah. Maybe I plug it later. They haven't really done much so far for a long time.
Okay.
So, it's like, I don't know what she's doing with it. But
she's carried on.
Yeah, she's carried on. So I decided to opt out and say, do you know what? This isn't for me. I feel like it's just, we've got different visions, and I feel like I just want to pursue styling. I know exactly that's what I want to do. So 3.5 years ago, 2018, I said, yeah, cool. I'm leaving this venture, starting the styling venture. So I knew nothing about styling. I just knew how to dress. And ever since I was young till now, my friends always ask me for advice.
Right.
Because I'll put together pieces, again, like vintage pieces mixed with high street, and just do it naturally. And people always ask me, where did I get this from? Where did I get that from? Oh, can you help me? So then when I started it, my first client was actually my 2 friends. So they was in a female duo, and they was like, oh, like, are you actually considering styling? And I was like, yeah, but it's so hard. Like, I'm going on YouTube, they're saying what you have to do, but it's doing it. Like, it's, especially if you don't know no one. So I was doing the whole sending emails, going on Google, fashion PRs, getting the emails on there. But it's like I was sending the emails, but I was getting air. Like,
crickets.
Sounds about right in the fashion industry.
Maybe I need to reword my emails. Maybe I need to, I don't know, bring something more to the table. But I was like, this is my first client. I have nothing else to bring. Like, I haven't got a portfolio yet, but it's something I'm trying to pitch to see how to make it work.
Yeah.
So that was a headache. That didn't work for me. I kept trying, sent several emails. No one got back to me. So, because I've got so much clothes, my friends were literally like, we see all your clothes. Like, can't you just style us in your clothes? And I was like, no, like, that's my clothes. I don't really want to style you in my clothes. All the gems that I've found, it was just like in my head, I was thinking. And then I was like, a stylist doesn't use their own wardrobe. Like, that's not what a stylist does. So I was proper contemplating, like, I was like, guys, I don't know if I can do this. I know you can do it. Like, they was literally like, Ashleigh, we know, like, please, it's just one day. We're doing a photo shoot. We know you got stuff. We can mix and match. So I was like, all right, cool. So I used my wardrobe, done that, styled them for their first, like, photo shoot. It was fun because it was my friends. And then I used my piece and I was like, oh, it's all right, actually, because I'm going to get them back. They work for what? Maximum 10 minutes each photo shoot.
She's like, I don't want them in my clothes.
I was just thinking, it's my clothes. Like, this is not what a stylist does. So I was just like, oh my God. So, but after that day, I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I actually did this. I took like little pictures on my phone and I uploaded it on Instagram. Probably took me about a month after we did it to upload it on Instagram because, you know, you have that thing like, oh, I don't know if
imposter
it's good enough.
syndrome.
Yeah. I was just talking about that the
say?
other day. What people gonna say, like. And the fact that you're putting doubts in your head, like, you're not a real stylist, you didn't pull nothing. What?
Right.
How could you say that? Do you know what I mean? All that was going through my head. So it took me like a month later. And then I finally posted it on my Instagram and the reception was mad. So I didn't know people at this time, for about 4 years ago, was looking for stylists. So when I uploaded it and I put style by me, I had like several DMs of people like
the power of social media when you use it right, like when people are just normal on there.
Literally, I was like, what? Like several people were just like, oh my God, you're a stylist now. Can you help me? I need a stylist. Oh, is that what? Like loads of people was like, oh my God, is that what you're doing now? Oh my God, like so many messages. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm trying. Like just thinking, okay, cool. So then after that, my next shoot was so like. It was so mad. I don't know if you guys remember Shiesty.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
Yeah, but I won't lie and I'll say
Why
no.
has my brain gone blank?
Why does Shiesty sound familiar?
That sounds so familiar.
She was a grime MC.
Yeah,
like one of the first.
I know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Miss Dynamite time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so her management followed me on Instagram. And I didn't know that was her management. So where I've posted that I was styled by me, they've now become my second clients. And they was like, hey, Ash, Shiesty's making a comeback. We want to shoot album cover and press shots. I was like,
hello? What?
me? Like, literally, I was like, me? Still in my head, I'm like, I don't even know how to style. Like, I use my wardrobe. I don't know.
Because it's that part right there.
Literally, I was thinking,
these are clothes already put together. Like, I know they work.
I've never worked with her before. I'm going to need sizes. So that's when I got into my A game. Like, I was like, nah, like, I'm going to send more emails. Maybe because she's a name, I might get more response. So I was literally going all at it, all the emails. And I was getting replies this time. And I was like, oh my God.
It's happening.
So I was like, yeah, I'm styling for an album cover. Would I be able to come in? Or do you send the clothes out? Like literally freestyling. And then...
can I come in and check out the clothes?
Literally, check out clothes.
Whatever's easiest for you.
Send them to me. Do I choose them on the website? Like, what do you do? So I was usually like, all right, cool. And then they was like, oh no, you can come down to the showroom. So that's how I started meeting like people that worked in PR and fashion. So
getting your contacts.
Listen, my database.
The black book.
I was writing all the emails down, getting all the numbers. I was like, yep, I'm going to be in touch with you. So like it was very surreal because I was going into these places I've never been before, all these fashion PRs, which was so like local to where I lived as well. Because I live in Hackney, so it's that Shoreditch and Hackney area. They have all the PRs. Yeah. They have all the fashion houses. So when I was going there, I was just like, wow, this is all like right next to me. So I can actually like utilize where I'm from, the area, and get to know these people. So since then, I did that shoot. They was happy. All the brands were happy. Did the content. Posted it on socials, and I kept getting clients after that. Kept going.
Nice.
The first day I learned how to use a steamer was on that shoot. It was literally DIY. I was like looking at the steamer, the big long ones, and I was like, this needs steaming. How do I use this?
You don't even want to ask anyone because I'll be like, but you're the stylist.
You're the stylist. We booked you. I've literally scraped getting the clothes now. I've done all of that. And I was like, oh, shit. It's coming to on set and I need to, do you know what I mean? And I was like, I didn't have pins. I forgot my pins. Yeah. But luckily, all the clothes was her size and we had a fit-in prior. Learning about fittings. Literally, she was the person that I learned how to fit-ins, what I need for the next time, how to use a steamer, and finally getting replies from PR agencies. So I used that information and I kept it going. So then I started, more people are reaching out to me. And I'm now saying, do you know what? I'm that stylist. Let me email ASOS. Let me email Flannels. Let me email all these people. So as I'm getting more clients, as I'm working with more and more different people, I'm emailing the bigger brands. At this point, I'm like, if I get a no, I get a no. It's on to the next one. It's not that deep at this point. So fast forward now, I work with every single brand. Like if I ask for something, they're going to send it to me.
That part.
Like, I love that's just how life goes.
I love it.
Very sorry. I'm not trying to be ironic, but I say the word stunning all the time. Like that is very stunning. I don't want you to think I'm just saying
I'm
it.
like, oh my god, I've got deliveries.
And
this is deliveries of stuff that I've said, yeah, I want to shoot with for this shoot. And
do you feel like I personally, I don't think that styling can be taught. I feel like styling comes from within.
Yeah.
Like you either have it or you don't. And I don't believe in like, am I going to get dragged for this? courses
Yeah.
for like styling. Like you either know how to dress or
Or
you
you
don't.
don't.
Like obviously everyone knows
No,
how to dress
100%.
themselves, but like I would never in a billion years be able to dress anyone. I can just about dress myself.
Literally, because it's
But there's
all
a
you
lot of
have to.
people
Yeah,
out
it's
there
a lot
that are
of
lying
things.
and going styling course.
It's like no,
You don't need a course if you can style.
I'm with you because I feel like it's either you have it or you don't. It's either you know how to dress yourself and confident you know how to dress other body types. Because when it comes to styling, it's not just clothes, it's body types.
Yeah.
How to make the people look good and feel good.
Yeah.
You have to make them wear the clothes, not the clothes wear them. So it's like understanding their personalities. Yeah, you have to understand their personalities, like what it is they want to portray, especially music artists. It's like all the time I work with my female musicians. Like I work with one girl, she's very edgy and boyish but still girly. So we like work on the baggy fits but still keeping it girly. So we look at like Rihanna with her tailored suits or her baggy trousers with heels, but then maybe her trainers with a dress. Do you know what I mean? So it fits her well. That's her personality. She's very like, do you know what I mean? She's very feminine, but she's very masculine at the same time. So it works well. And then I have another artist who's very like delicate and dainty. Like she's a singer as well. They're both singers, but they're so very different personalities where it's like I know exactly what will go with her and I know exactly what's going to go on her because I've studied them and I've realised I've had conversations with them and I've looked at their personality and I've heard. The main thing for me when working with musicians is I like to listen to their music because I can't make a mood board or a feel of what I don't hear. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah, it's really deep. And I'm just like, sometimes when I ask for the song, management is like, stylists don't normally ask for the song. They just, I'm like,
Yeah, but like you're trying to
but
get
I need
know
to
the person.
visualize. I
Yeah,
need to do
right.
visuals. There might be certain key words in the
If
song.
that's for like a music video.
Yeah,
right,
if it's a music video, there might be key words. There
That's
might
so
be
true. Why would the stylist not want to hear the song?
It's like you just turn up and it's like, oh, this is a song. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, like some stylists,
DJ,
I feel like stylists sometimes they just go off, the brief.
Yeah.
And that's
Right,
it.
okay.
So they just take the brief and maybe look at the artist and take the sizes and be like, cool. But I'm very in depth. Like I want to know, there will be certain lyrics that pop out to me. And I'm like, oh, sick. Maybe I can put this and the whole... I'm looking at the treatment and the setting and I'm like, yeah, this will look sick. And it's just like, maybe because I done a course in journalism, which touched up on marketing as well, in there, is why I look at things more deeper.
Right, yeah.
But I just feel like as a stylist, you need to understand the story, what's going on, what's happening, so you can do the best job on that.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
get called back again. Do you know what I mean?
So obviously when you do music videos, like you look into the person, you've got a brief and then like you listen to the music. So what's the difference between doing a music video and then styling someone for like a red carpet where you don't have anything to work off of really?
So doing a music video, again, you have all the information. It's a longer turnaround process. So it's about, I give myself a week and a half to 2 weeks to get everything done because it's multiple looks. It might even be the dancers. It might even be extras as well.
Do you style them too then?
Yeah. So if the... Yeah.
Extracurricular activity.
That is, oh my God.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
She
It's a lot. That's how some people be like, I'd rather you than me, girl. And
yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
no, for real.
Because people glamorize fashion stylists.
Yeah,
like,
like,
it's just like
they
back
just play with clothes
yeah.
all day. You just go to Gucci showroom and...
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes they might ask me to do the extras, the dancers. If there's a feature, they might ask me to do the feature, unless the feature already has their own stylist, so it's fine. But in that case, if that's a lot of jobs, so that's probably more than 6 to 8 looks, I'll then get my assistant. So I'll be like, honey, we got a big job, let's go. So then we'll just chop it up and just work together on it. And yeah, so that's basically music video vibe. It's a whole day thing. Sometimes it'll be over 2 days, depending how intricate the video is. But other than that, it's normally a 1 day, but it's a 12-hour shift.
Jeez.
Or even longer
Yeah,
sometimes.
music videos are long.
It's long.
Because
It's
it-
almost
for a
like
3-minute
TV.
video.
No, you know.
It's
Sometimes
fucking
for
long.
a 2-minute video,
Innit?
it's just everything
Yeah,
has
cut
to
some
be.
shots and cut some shots and
Yeah,
location.
It's a lot. So it's like comprehending the prep time before, getting all the outfits, the
Getting
fitting
there.
time, getting there, and the daytime of the whole shoot, or possibly 2 days. And then red carpet. Red carpet is, it's kind of where you and the artist get to be like, okay, I'm doing red carpet and I want to look like this, or I want to be the glam girls. Or
So they'll give you an idea of what they want to look like.
We'll go off it together. So it'll be like, okay, what are we doing for this red carpet? And it'll be like, oh, maybe something subtle but still me, or maybe OTT gown, and it's literally either gowns or a bit subtle. Some people, I feel like red carpet nowadays, people just do what they want.
Yeah.
And like I said, I haven't said, but like I always say, fashion has no rules for me. Like I feel like people think there's rules, you can't do this and do that. Fashion has no rules, just do it. Like it doesn't even matter. So
shout out Nike. Sorry, just do it, Nike.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It just
that
oh,
slogan.
sorry. Why did I do that?
Sponsor.
No, sponsor this episode, Nike. How about that?
Sorry, why did I cut that bit out?
Yes. Yeah, so I guess like red carpet is just a bit different, and you're only working on one look than multiple looks, unless your artist wants to be OTT and do like a press look and a guest evening, or unless your artist is performing as well,
Right.
Yeah.
plus a guest, then that's more to think about. Headache. Getting a custom. Normally when I do show looks, I like customized pieces. So I always tell all my clients, if we're doing a show look, please let me know 2 months to 3 months in advance, because then we have to go to the designer, we have to do fittings back to back, find the material and design it. So I like enough time for a show look that it's like, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want it off the rack.
Yeah, I don't want it off the rack.
One can just...
On a show look. It's
That's
just
how I'm
like,
going to be wearing it tomorrow.
Exactly.
So I've got a bit of a... It might come across as quite controversial.
Oh dear, here we go.
Towards
Here we
the
go.
stylist, right? Like, but I just want to know. So you know when like people like look a bit crazy.
Wow, so crazy.
Like just a bit like, wow, that's a mad outfit. Like on a red carpet. Is that usually like off of like the person's back, or is it like the stylist? Because I'm gonna be honest, in our podcast, like when there's like a show, like if there's like the Met Gala, the Mobos, the Brits, the Grammys, blah blah blah, we like to go through the red carpet and be like, oh, we like this, we like that, or we like, what was the stylist thinking here? Like that ain't right. We do. Like, sorry.
But we did say in one episode that we don't know if it's the stylist or if it's the client going rogue.
So yeah, do you see with that, it just depends. Like, it depends on your relationship with your artist. Literally, like if you and your artist are one, it's probably a collaborative decision. Like, we want to go with this. But if your artist is crazy and just wants to do what they want to do, as a stylist, you could always have an input. But if your artist is really like, no, I want to do this, it's like, how do you force them to not do it? Normally, if that's the case for me, I'd be like, just don't put my name on it.
Right, exactly.
I'm not.
So I've got...
No, here she comes with the receipts.
In 2018...
What was it?
2019, you said.
Wait. Not 2019, child.
Not going on my Twitter.
The 20th of November 2019. Ashleigh Stunna said, nothing more annoying is getting a client who doesn't listen. Bro, style yourself. It's tiring.
Wow. She actually got an old tweet.
This really fits in with my question about red carpets, because it's like, if someone's just like, why the hell do you want to wear that? You're like, I'm out.
Literally.
Right?
And that's just, I can't lie, that tweet resonates even more now. Because I'm just like, some people, they book you and it's like they're not listening.
Right.
And it's like, so why did you book me then? Or it's like they book you and they're like, oh yeah, I want this. And I'm like, okay, it's going to cost this. And they're like, no, I don't want it then. And it's like, okay, but I don't do that. If we're going to go with a cheaper option, it's not going to make sense.
Right.
We'd rather just do something different. And they're like, no, but you're a stylist. Can't you just make it happen? I'm like, no. I am not a magician. I'm not a fairy that I can just go and it's going to work. Like, we need to understand that these things take process. It takes budget. It takes willpower. And it takes listening.
Patience.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes that's why now I don't really like taking on new clients, because they could just be very like, they don't have any structure. They want 101 things and it's not making sense. And I'm having to break it down, but then they're not listening. Then they're going to be like, oh, you're meant to be a stylist. Like, how come you're not doing what I'm like asking you to do? And I'm like, no, I have to break it down and be like, sis, it doesn't go like this. It goes like this, X, Y, Z. If you want the best for you, I'm doing it because I want the best for you. At the end of the day, it's how you're going to look. It's how I'm going to look. And it needs to make sense.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make sense, let's just change the whole idea. Let's go with something else that maybe is similar, but it's just budget-wise more effective and for your persona or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel like some people are not like putting respect on a stylist's name and what you have to do behind the scenes and what it takes?
The amount of times I've had to tell people, they'll be like, okay, cool. They'll be like, oh yeah, I want to book. This is the worst. This is my.
It's all coming out now.
This is my. This is like, as a stylist, this is the ick for me. It's like
The stylist ick 101.
Stylist ick. You'll send me a message. You'll send me an email. It says, "Hi, are you free on the 6th of January? I need you to shoot for me 5 looks. Let me know ASAP."
That's not a good email, first of all.
Hi, how are you? Hope you had a lovely week.
Get what I'm saying?
I've got a shoot on XYZ. This is what it's about.
Firstly, you just said you had a shoot on this date. You haven't asked me, am I free? Can we schedule something? You haven't said, I'm looking towards this date.
Can we have a chat?
Can we have a chat? You've then said, are you free? Cool. So there's no budge on the date. You haven't said how many looks. You haven't said what's it for. You haven't said like what's your budget, anything. Like you could be asking me to do a madness and I don't even know, and I'm gonna,
because that just means there's gonna be hella back and forth when you can just put everything in one email and get one answer.
Literally.
Is everyone listening? Whoever needs a stylist,
just be direct. Know what you want. Even if you're scared, just say the main things, which is when you're planning to shoot, what you want, what is it for, and roughly how much you're looking to spend. And then I'm always open for negotiation. So it's like, okay, cool. If this doesn't make sense, I'll be like, okay, maybe we should do 2 looks because that's more effective for me. Because obviously, then I have to explain, because people, like you said, people don't know what stylists do. They don't put respect on stylists' names. They just say, oh, yeah, they play with clothes all day, or they got the stuff at their house. No, it's admin, it's contacting the brands, it's chasing up the brands, the PRs, it's going to pick it up. Sometimes they don't send it out to you. You have to go and get it. It's getting your assistant to be on the job. It's running around. It's calling. It's updating. Sometimes there's clients that I feel like if they don't check in with you every minute of the day, they're having anxiety. And that gives me anxiety. And I'm just like, it's okay.
Have you got the dress? Have you got the dress? Have you got the dress?
Have you got the dress? Did you do that? You haven't said anything. It's been 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. Don't worry. I will update you. I understand. I'm working on time here. I'm still working on people giving me answers in the background to now tell you what it is. So just give me a day and I'll get back to you. There's no way I'm going to leave my client with nothing, not saying nothing till the day before.
Yeah.
There's no way, because we have to schedule a fit-in anyway. So it's like, regardless, you'll be fine. But it's just like, it's all about going through the motions, to be honest. It's a lot of up and down. It's a lot of stress, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
I love that. So we've spoken a lot about like the client side, but obviously there's 2 sides when you're a stylist. You've got the client and you've got the brand. So I wanted to, this might be controversial, I don't know. We do love a bit of gossip.
Yeah, we love a bit of gossip.
We love a bit of gossip, we love a bit of tea. So I hope you saw the little scandal that happened between Kenza and a girl that styled her and a brand. Yes. So I guess just to give any listeners some backstory I don't understand. Six Kenza, she's an influencer. There was an up and coming stylist that DM'd her and said, hey, like, you know, I'm trying to build my portfolio. We'd love to style you. And I think she styled her for like a few things, like one being WizKid concert and something else. And
Miami.
Yeah,
like a holiday.
For the Virgil Abloh Louis Vuitton show.
Yeah. Look at you doing your due diligence.
I stay on the UK blog.
She's on the blog.
She is the blog.
I watched
Picked up my tweet. From how long ago
Literally.
I got more.
Yeah,
that
we
was
do
just for
have
that
more,
section.
Yeah,
I got
we
more.
do our homework.
We do
our
our
research.
homework.
No, I love you, girls. I can't lie.
So as part of that, the stylist styled her and she pulled a look, a jacket from an independent brand. And there was just a bit of a kerfuffle in terms of can Kenza take the jacket on holiday? The brand owner DM'd her and said, "Yo, like, bring back my jacket."
Innit, what you doing with my jacket?
It was all a
tell
bit
you to
nuts.
take
And
it to New York.
then the stylist was like, hey, what's going on here?
Like, I told you could not take it or take
The
it.
whole
I don't
thing
know.
was a kerfuffle. Like, what's your opinion on that as a stylist?
So as a stylist, my opinion is, one, I never let my client take it overseas. It's not good.
Do you let them even keep, like, have it for a day?
Yeah, it's like... And
Or
even
do you
if-
take it when you're finished? Or, like, obviously, because she wasn't there with her
Right,
kids.
yeah,
So
true, yeah.
I
Yeah.
assume...
But obviously, it's also about communication. Someone's telling... Between this story, I feel like someone's lying.
Yeah.
Because, again, I know as a stylist, brands do not like when their stuff is taken overseas. I've had shoots where I haven't even said this, I'm going anywhere with it, but they asked me, oh, by the way, are you shooting in the UK or are you going away?
Right.
So it's like they do not like it. And I understand because I used to be a designer. So I understand that point where it's like, I've loaned it to you, but for it now to be in another country, and then what if you don't come back? You've got coronavirus.
If it gets lost
you get
or-
stuck.
yeah.
Someone's
can't-
stealing my designs.
Like that might be... And
Some Lucas somewhere is stealing my designs.
Exactly. And obviously with designers, it's like their pieces are mainly samples which they loan out.
And they
need it. So it's like, I just feel like I understand the designer, but she could have went about it a bit differently. Apparently Kenza bought the jacket after she felt pressured. And then she deleted the photos and whatnot. And then the stylist was like...
good as well, you know.
It was a nice
That
That jacket was so nice. I was like, ooh.
It was good for an entry level. Is she entry level stylist? I didn't get that deep
I
into
think
the
she's.
blogs.
I think she's quite new. I don't know if
Quite
that
new
was
to
her
the
first
styling
client
vibe.
or early.
Because I have never seen that stylist before, but I did see some of her work, and I think she's fairly new, but like she said, she was just like, oh, she even said, I worked for free.
Yeah.
Like, I've got all this, like, basically backlash as a new stylist. It's not cool. And I understand that as well. It's like, you're a new stylist, a big blogger is basically trying to say you're trash, you're lying or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, as she's a new stylist, I feel like it's either she didn't understand or she didn't think that the clothes going abroad would be an issue.
Right.
But again, the designer's going to see it abroad. So it's like whether she had
didn't
that
communicate.
chat.
Yeah, I don't
or
think she
someone
did.
didn't communicate because Kenza didn't tell her she was going to New York with it. But then it's all about communication. But I would not, unless we're all flying out and we're touring, then that's a different story. It's going to go. But an influencer taking a jacket to New York is just like...
And
proper rinsing it out as
yeah,
well.
I was
Like,
just like,
it's
I
an
don't know.
influencer. Like, so I'm bare whispering because I don't want to get cancelled. But like, what do you even do? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, 6 Kindle. Like, why do you need to take the jacket overseas?
She's already
like, who
wore
even
it.
really are you
yeah.
To take it
It's not
overseas.
fucking Kendall Jenner. It's not
Right.
Rihanna.
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
your
Like,
point, yeah.
you know,
Do you know what I mean?
Kate Moss.
You got the picture.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
Campbell.
all need more content.
I will understand if the designer even budged, if it was Rihanna or someone, because it's like, yeah, do you know what? They're wearing my stuff.
Yeah, like who?
They
is
might not get
Kenza?
tagged, but it's like, to
No,
say
they
you've
can
had
use
this
the
person
pictures,
in your stuff is quite big.
I'm sorry. Now, so
Oh no, this one's trouble.
So
What
like,
else have you got
The
up your
styling industry, what is it like? Like, are you guys friends or are you guys like enemies or are you like
Oh my
frenemies?
God.
Like, is
I
it
mean,
like,
no, you know what? That's a good
no,
question.
no, is it bitchy? Because I work in PR, right? And obviously he's like, oh, PR friend, little fucking bitch. Like, I'm trying to get that spot in a magazine kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, oh, lovely brand. Haha, mine's better than yours. So like, and it's all very catty.
yeah.
What's it like? Because obviously most of you guys are freelance. Like, you don't have companies as stylists,
you
right?
just
Everyone's just
do
freelance.
your
You
own
just
thing,
like,
yeah.
and you like, do you have like stylist friends, stylist colleagues?
have, like, a
do you have a
community, like-
community,
You know what, it's
or is
just-
everyone
this
like
is-
every
I
man
love
for
this
themselves?
question because so background story. When I first started, didn't mention this earlier. I did try reach out to other stylists in London
Oh no.
to assist. So I was like, oh yeah, can I assist? I'm reaching out. Like I know how to style myself, but I just want to know the technicalities around styling. Got air. Then there was one stylist that got back to me. So I was all like, oh my God, someone got back to me. So I messaged him and I was like, I really love your work. I was wondering if I could assist you, shadow you, just to understand more about styling. Obviously, I want to get into it, blah, 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 blah. So I've gone, he was like, yeah, come down. I actually need someone today to help me do, what's the word?
Why am I laughing?
I'm like, wait.
It's not gonna end well.
Listen, I was like, I would never do this to anyone who wants to assist me, that's for sure. But at the time, I was just like, all right, cool. He was like, oh yeah, if you come down to my studio, I've got a few returns. I can show you how to like return them. I was thinking, I know a return sounds like what it is. I'm just going to return it. Like, so I was like, okay, cool. Got there. I remember it was a hot summer's day. I was sweating. God. It was like July. Oh. This was when I first started. I got to the studio. He was like, oh yeah, hi. Yeah, these are all the stuff that I need you to take back. Gave me some huge suitcase because I didn't have a suitcase. He was like, take this suitcase. These are all the addresses. When I mean, there was like...
Oh, it's physical returns.
Physical returns.
That's
in a
plot.
Big suitcase. I think the suitcase was even red. So ugly. It was a hot summer's day. I'm running around London trying to find these places. And I was literally like...
suitcase.
No, red suitcase. It was mad. Like, res of all kinds. It was... I was just like, okay, cool. But I was being polite. I was just like, all right, cool. Maybe he's going to show me something else. So then I've done the returns. It literally took me ages because I was looking for these places. These places are hidden in different places or whatever. I've come back with a suitcase and he was like, oh, yeah, thank you. I was like, okay, cool. Do I come back another day? Like... what's going on? He's like, oh yeah, I'll be in contact.
No.
Just leave the suitcase there. I was like,
that's not assisting or shadowing. That's admin work.
So how do you sue? How the fuck do you sue? Because
I was literally like, when I left, I was like,
free labour.
Literally free labour.
You should have sent him an invoice. Hi, by the way, here's
Did you give expenses?
No, nothing. I was literally like, how am I getting to all these places? Nothing. And I was just like, this is crazy. I was like, is this what assistant is? Like, and then I must have messaged him, I think like a couple of days later, like, oh, do you need any other help or whatever? And I think he didn't even reply. And then, like, a few months later down the line, I had a client and she was from Switzerland and she was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a big shoot. And this had dancers, it had a feature, it had her. She wanted 6 different looks. So I was mainly doing her. And then she was like, oh, by the way, I'm getting this stylist who's going to be on this shoot as well, just to help out. It was the same stylist. I was like, oh, interesting. All right. Then,
How long between?
I'll say it was about 6 months to a year later.
That's
and then
sexy, not gonna lie. Like,
yeah,
bitch, had me fucking doing your returns. Look at me now.
Literally, I was like, oh, look at me now.
Literally, same position.
It was literally just that was it for me. I was thinking, wow, you tried to play me a few months ago, a year ago, and now
6 months is not a long.
It's not a long time. You know? So then, obviously, we was on the shoot now. Whatever.
Also, congrats for within 6 months getting that job.
It's a big deal.
Thank you so much.
Walking around with a red suitcase. Life has been hard.
Life has been hard. I was literally like, do I give up or do I keep going? Like, that was literally breaking point for me. Like, is this styling? Like, so I asked to assist and I go in to do returns and he doesn't tell me nothing. It's just free labour at this point.
He could have at least given you a tour.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. At least show me or be like, oh, do you need help with like admins or what is it you want to get? That he didn't even chat to me. He didn't even ask me nothing. So I was just like, all right, cool. Then obviously I see him on the same set. He was like, "Oh my god, I remember you." Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm on this shoot. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. You thought I was not gonna style, or you thought you broke me. No, I'm here." And he was all acting all nice.
Of course,
he was acting all nice and everything. Imagine, I ended up doing his job, which was he was meant to do because he got drunk on set.
Wait, what?
I'm a typical.
Yeah, he ain't right. But this is the thing that I hate about creative industries, and a lot of people, they do it like they shit on people, but you don't know where people are going to land. You don't know
Exactly,
where people are going
gonna
to end up. So
up.
it's like, just be nice to everybody because you don't know whether you're going to see them on the way
Way
up or the way down.
Literally.
You know?
And I'm telling you, that was a lesson that I learned, and I think he learned as well, because he's seen me on the way up. And
he's there getting drunk.
And then he's getting drunk.
he was drunk on set, and at the end of it, he was
embarrassing.
like, "I'm so sorry." He had to message me. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I left you to do all the work that I was meant to do." I was so pissed off. I said to the client, I was like, "This is unacceptable because I was only told to do this. You've got this guy in, and now I'm doing all his work.
I need his pay. I need his pay.
I need
need his pay. Exactly. I need his pay." And obviously, coming back to the whole question about our stylist besties, is there a stylist crew? No. Because in London, it's just crazy. Luckily, I've met another stylist who we talk now, but he's a guy. And it's like, he's more receptive to wanting to like collab. He was even like, I feel the same. Like, no one in London, all other stylists move a bit funny. Like, I feel like in London, it's all a thing. Like,
everyone's a gatekeeper.
Yeah. And like, if I show you this, you might take my spot, or if you come here, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's too small for everyone. That's how I think people feel. And it's like, no, because essentially I don't style like you don't style like me. We have different tastes. You do different clients. I do this. Do you know what I mean? But everyone seems to think like they have to protect, and they keep themselves to themselves, and they don't really mess with it's all cliquey as well. It's like whoever they are with at that point, that's who they're gonna be with or whatever. And I just don't really, I go to industry events, but I go with my day ones. So I'm going there with people. I know everyone in the industry, but not necessarily I'm going to come and chill and be fake.
Friends.
It's just like, I know who you are, you know who I am. I'm just like, you're right. And then I'm with my friends.
Ashleigh motherfucking Stunna.
That's it. And I'm in my corner with my cocktail.
Porn star martini. That part. I just wanted to say though, it's not just your industry that's like that's gatekeeping. I think London,
general,
and I'm going to say
like
this
London,
loud and proud with my chest, is bad fucking vibes. The music industry, the fashion industry, the art, anything creative. If you've made it, it's like you forget where you started from, and it's like, well, I'm here now, and you're there, and you can't touch me. And then when you rise, it's like, oh my god, hi. Do you remember? And it's like, don't fucking talk to me, because
mate, we got a list of people.
We have a list of people that we know. When we fucking now we're
don't try
we
say
here,
hello.
Now we're here, right? And when we're there, don't fucking talk to me.
No, literally.
No, I'm ready.
It's actually mad.
It's so horrible.
It's horrible.
You know,
that's why,
especially within the black community. And that's what breaks
really
my heart.
sad. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's so upsetting because I always said, no matter how big I get, there's no way I'm going to start treating people a certain way. I'm going to be like, no. That's why I created the fashion hall, to bridge the gap between established and underground creatives.
Nice.
Because it's like, as I was growing up, I wish that was there for me. So why can't I be the person to make that happen and make other people meet each other, network? Like, from my events, people are still friends till now. They're like, oh my God, from your network, I met this person, we work together, we're friends, we go out. And I'm like, wow, that's sick. And it's just like, that's what I want to see more of. Like, all this gatekeeping, oh no, you can't, oh, you see someone as
like,
a little threat.
Where does it even get you? Like,
it gets
okay, so you gatekept the area, now what? Now I'm in it, now what?
Exactly, now I'm here.
No, literally.
Now fucking what? Like, literally,
now I'm here. What are you going to do?
Just did your dad own it? It really annoys me. It really grinds my gears. This is one thing we always talk about with our certain people on our list. That we're like, when we make it, what are you going to say? Like, what are you actually going to say? Because we're all here. Like, we're all trying to do the same thing. And guess what? There's actually enough room for everyone.
There's enough room for everyone. And think about it, when you stick together, you make a bigger
do so much more
impact. You can do so much more. It's like, why would you want to stay? But like, cool, you want to be selfish, but it's like, doing it on your own, it's going to take longer.
But I find this more in the, like, women are more like this than men. Because just thinking of an example of, like, YouTuber influencers, if you look at, like, Chunks and Philly and what they were able to build with their friends.
And they all brought
brought themselves in. I'll go on your channel, you go on mine. All right, let's boost it. Now we're a little crew. Everyone that's checking for me is checking for you. Whereas, like, girls are like, hi. You're right.
Chunks gave his Mobo award to Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I got one last year. This one's his. He can keep it. Sorry, but the girls would never.
No,
They would never.
they'll be like, how do we half this?
They'll
They
be
would
like, they would never.
They would never.
And that really
It's
hurts my
terrible.
heart because we're very stick together woman, you know. We're all trying to go somewhere, and then it's like,
No, that's like me.
Yeah.
That's my
That's the
thing.
only way I
Like,
can explain
it's
it.
always been woman empowerment for me, and I feel like it's just like I don't understand why females are like this. And then when they move like that, and then I move a certain type of way, they're like, "Oh, why is she moving like that?"
Oh no,
And
no
it's that way.
that's what I hate.
I hate.
I'm moving like that because of you.
Like you gave me that energy, so I'm gonna give you that energy back, and that's just how it goes. And now my back's up against the wall, and I am not. Because from when you give me the intro of you have funny energy, I'm not on it.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
There's
okay.
a
I don't
funny
have time
energy
for
for
that.
me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a-
I'm
yeah.
gonna try suss you out.
It's so bad. I feel like, yeah, it's just a women. I don't know. Women just get a bit
Our
emotional.
hormones, because like, no, I'm being serious. Because that's the only difference between us and men.
No,
I
we need to
don't
do a
get
study
it.
on this. We really
We
need to
do.
like unpack it because it's not that deep.
It's really not.
Oh God, is she going to the files?
I'm going back into the files.
What is the files?
The files. Talking about men. Ashleigh Stunna said on the 16th of March 2018. Men,
No, don't say it. What did I say?
I don't think it's that bad.
men in this
Sometimes I go in
industry
on Twitter.
piss me off. I'm here to work my N-word, so miss me with your thirsty antics. Peace sign.
2018, 2019, Ashleigh was going in on
She was
Twitter.
going in because you know what, there's nothing from 2020 or 2021. I was looking for latest, and I
No,
was
she's
like,
been doing her job. She's
was like-
working.
I'm working now. I don't have time. That's what you
I was
said.
like,
Back then she was
I
trying to
was like-
assist. She had
I
time.
was like, there is no tea from this year or last year or even the year before.
Yeah.
But 2018 and 2019, you had something to work with.
Literally, I'm like, that's what I used to tweet a lot. That was my venting space. Like, Twitter was it.
So the guys thirsty on set. So when you say within the industry, is in the guys you're styling, or other stylists or directors or producers or the men on set with you?
So, again, hence why you'll see that only now I style females, because I've made it a conscious decision to only
Right.
style females, because I can't be asked with trying to do my job and then you're trying to be like, oh, yeah, so do you want to, link up and go out? And
What,
So
seriously?
unprofessional.
Yes. And it's like the artist. So it's like, let's say I've come to do my job.
And you're there pinning,
I'm
touching
pinning,
them
yeah,
and
and then obviously,
down low.
like, literally, and that's what got...
Oh my god! Oh my god! Has there ever been a situation when it?
No.
Okay.
For anyone listening, Amber did a hand sign for a little bonner.
A little bonner, a little happy time for a guy.
A little bonner.
Because you never know. You never know.
I'm sorry.
You might
That's
have
really
accidentally-
uncomfortable though, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
what do you do?
literally,
That's, I'm sorry, that's like
literally.
sexual harassment.
And I'm just like, I can't. So that's why I was like, do you know what? I'm not doing it anymore. It's like, I just want to do my job. I've just come here to style you and go. And obviously I feel like, guys, it's like a little power thing. It's like, oh yeah, you're styling me. You're putting on my clothes. You're doing my whatever, my laces. And it's just like, oh.
Yeah, because you can't fucking style yourself. It's got shit style, hun. If you had good style, wouldn't need me. How about that?
Literally. And I'm just like,
No.
I'm just like, oh, that's why from that tweet, I was like, yeah, I'm done. Even though women are a lot more work, I'd rather do
It's a
women.
hormone.
And you know what the thing
It's
is?
a
There's no HR.
Yeah,
Like
no
you can't.
HR.
Like, where do you file a
No,
complaint
really.
for sexual harassment?
There are external HR companies, but how much can you really get out of that? Do you know
come
what
on.
I mean?
Yeah.
What are they
And it
gonna
was
do?
just like-
he's gonna say he never said it, and then where do we go?
and
from
sometimes
here?
it's like people in big positions as well. Like, it's so mad. People that work in these positions in companies, in brands, and they could put you on, but then they start saying things like, oh, I see you looking nice. Do you want to go out for a drink? Or why don't you come to mine? And I'm like, whoa, you work in a big company. Can I sue you? Like,
right.
is this right?
Like they work for the brands. basically.
Yes.
Oh, that's awkward.
And it's like, it's the position they're in. They could literally click their finger and you're in, you're getting paid. But it's like, I don't have time to be playing these games like, oh yeah, and oh no. Like, no, don't make it awkward. We're doing business. Let's just do business. Don't start with all that. So literally some offers I've had to just say no because of it.
But you know what? Sometimes, I don't know, maybe I'm living a bit of a fairy tale world, but you like to think that all these things are like very old school, and it's like the older men, like the Harvey Weinsteins, and that's so like that generation, like now we're all woke and people don't act like this, but they do.
They do.
I don't want to bring this up, but like Alexander Wang, he's known for drugging his models, taking them in his limo and taking them home to do what he wants to do with them. And they know they can do it and get away with it because a lot of people are very naive, which is what's so sad.
And,
they're
just
People want to get booked. They want to get booked.
Yeah, they want to get booked. They want to
Yeah.
be in the lifestyle.
And they're like, well, I'll
oh
just
my
do
God,
this
it's
one time.
Alexander
Like,
Wang.
he's going to invite me to his house. Mate, you don't even remember that you got there.
This is what I'm saying. It's crazy because people in higher power, obviously they use their power, and it's like, well, if you want this, then you might have to come.
And it is mostly the men.
Yeah, it is
isn't it?
mostly the men.
I didn't want to be sexist, but let's be fucking honest.
So now I've had to have like this exterior about me where it's like, no, like
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. So now, wait, all the men that know me in the industry, they know I'm just not on it. Like I just don't. They're like, they literally say, don't bother Ashleigh. Like they tell other guys, warn me, like she's gonna go off. Just don't. Because I'm like,
Good
I
for you.
don't
That's
have,
good.
yeah, like I don't have time for that. I'm here to work.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get the bag. So let me get my bag. Unless you're trying to help or not be a little weirdo, don't bother. I don't have time.
We're fighting for questions. All right, you go first.
No, you go. Because
I was
mine's always a dumb question.
But I was going to say, like, talking about the bag, I know on socials you were kind of going ham on 2022, like putting things in motion, like you're trying to. So what does 2022 look like for you?
So 2022 is literally just me picking up more steam from 2021. It's like it's just doing more of the things that I know I love. So I love doing video shoots. I love doing like adverts, billboards. That's what I want to do more of. And it's fizzling out what I don't really care for. So if there's a client, like I'm not taking on much new clients this year either, because I just feel like
That's such a good place to be.
yeah.
Do you know when you can pick, choose and refuse?
Literally, I was like, wow.
I like that. Pick,
Choose
choose, and
and
refuse.
refuse. Do you
I
know
like
what?
that.
I have to credit my dad for that because he goes,
Oh, yeah?
Amber, your problem ain't getting friends. Your problem is pick, choose and refusing which ones you want to hang out with.
No, that's that.
But
that
pick, choose
right
and
there.
refuse.
Yeah,
that is the way
100%.
forward.
So
Yeah.
when I realised I was in that position, like end of last year, I was thinking, wow, like I've come a long way because
Well done.
3.5 years
literally I'm like, sometimes I get
In a pandemic as well.
in a panda
So really it's like 1.5.
panda
yeah,
miso
one,
soup.
yeah.
A panda miso soup.
Panda.
Oh my
I
god.
love that is a throwback.
That is a
so
throwback.
done.
It was a panda
that's
miso soup.
A panda
oh my
miso
god,
soup.
I'm so done. And it's just I'm so done. You guys are your practices. I can't. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh my god.
2022 Steam.
Steam.
Yeah, so 2022 is all gas on break. No, all gas on break.
No
Or gas,
break.
no break.
No, yeah.
Yeah, just gas.
Just
gas,
gas.
gas.
It's
Pick, choose and refusing.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it for me. And I'm just literally figuring out what I want to do, what I don't want to do, doing bigger things, and just really working on my baby, which is the fashion hall. Trying to do an event every 3 months instead of every half the year, every 6, because I've only done 2 last year. So I'm trying to do it every 3 months. So I'm trying to build a team for that, do regular pop-ups, do pop-ups around.
Host.
Oh,
Because if you need a host.
listen, you guys will be so lit, yeah? You guys will be so lit. I feel like,
That was a good cough cough.
no,
Well done.
you guys have got it. You guys have got it. I can't even lie. You are doing it because I feel like you guys' vibe, even like having chats with people there. Do you know what I mean? The
You'd be
fashion-
like, all right, calm down, Prinny, now. But bloody hell, I know I told you host, but fucking like the show needs to go on.
like, honestly, I just feel like that would be a good shout.
But yeah, cool. But so more events. So these are like pop-ups.
Yeah, so these are like pop-ups, brunches, collaborations. I want to work with more brands in that kind of aspect. So reaching out to a brand and being like, oh, we want to take over this shop today. Can we take over? Because do you guys know Ferrucci?
Yes.
Yeah, so we did back in 2019 before the pandemic. I did a takeover at that store.
The Soho one.
Yeah, the Soho one. Because I love the aesthetics.
It's really
really
nice.
It had the
right
bar
on the
in there,
corner.
in the corner downstairs. It done milkshakes. Upstairs was a whole vibe as well. So I literally reached out to them. I was working with them anyway with like styling and stuff. And I was like, oh, can I do an event in the store? And they was like, yeah, sure. What do you want to do? So I did like a Q&A panel. So I got my friends who are in the industry across fashion and music and did like a Q&A panel. Everyone loved it. And then we had drinks, sponsors, and done networking. So that was like our panel talk kind of vibe. So I want to do more of that, but take over different stores in like Soho, West End, Westfield, anywhere. But just take over certain stores and be like, we're down here today, we're going to do customized teas, we're going to be giving out goodie bags, we're networking. And it's just like, that's the whole point of bridging the gap. People that think they can't
Bringing
get to
people
these
together.
places,
Yeah.
they can. And we're in these spaces and we're making it our own and we're just creating good vibes and networking. So I want to do more of that this year, just be getting onto the brands and seeing what could happen, doing the pop-ups, the brunches. The brunches are always going to be female brunches.
Are they bottomless? So?
Yeah, bottomless.
I like that.
Talking our language. I feel
Don't worry.
like you're a bit of a drinker.
I'm not actually.
Are you not? All right, okay. I mean,
I do love a cocktail.
Yeah, I didn't buy that.
I
actually.
do love a cocktail. I'm not going to lie. I love a cocktail. I'm a sucker for a cocktail. Every other day I have to have one.
I don't think anyone admits to being a drink. Like, no one's going to be like, yeah, I'm a
just
drinker.
me.
Because I feel like a drinker is someone who does like Hennessy and they just back the bottle.
Yeah, it's giving alcoholic if you say you're a drinker.
No, I'm a
But
drinker. I like to drink. Like, I like to have a drink.
A little
You know?
wine.
I
and
like, I like to have a wine down, have a drink with my friends. I wouldn't. Basically, I'll never turn down going out for a drink. If someone says, "Do you want to go out for a drink?" I'm going.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
I'll never say no.
No, that is me. If someone says, if I've got time and they're like, oh, do you want to grab a cocktail, grab a drink? I'll be like, yeah, let's go. And I'm a foodie. That's another thing I want to do this year is like, I go to so much spots. I always find so many different spots. Obviously, being around London, I just find these spots. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to go there. So I want to like blog it more.
Get on TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok it.
Oh,
I'm
God,
trying
yeah.
to
TikTok.
I'm trying
it.
to bust on TikTok. It's a lot.
It's
but
Listen, yeah, it's a
journey.
lot.
it's a journey.
You
So
got
I'm
to
trying
stick
do
to
that.
it.
Yeah, I got
That's
to
the
stick
key.
to it. So
Literally
2022, got to stick
4
to that
videos
as
a
well.
day. Not
More
even
or
lying.
less, yeah.
Like
if you want to grow
3 to 4 a
quick,
day.
yeah.
If you want to grow quick, 3 to 4 a
Is
day.
it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is actually
You think
mad.
I'll be learning?
Like, she spends her whole day
I
learning
spend
the
my whole day.
dances.
I know about 3 of the TikTok dances right now. Yeah. And I'm like, are you going to learn this?
Sometimes she tells her, I'm like, I've never even seen, like, I don't even know what
And
you're
I'm like,
talking
look at my I'm like, I practiced it today. I'm like, literally.
Oh
I spend my time learning
3 to
them.
4 a day.
Yeah.
That's the trick. Oh my God, I don't know.
You're like, I'm too busy for that.
It's a lot,
I'll be
it's a lot.
styling.
I'll be styling. Unless I just show them styling all day.
No, but you know, I was
Yeah,
actually
but-
talking to one of my friends who she's into like interior design. She just got on TikTok, and I was explaining, you know, when you're new on TikTok, you have to like explain the concept and blah blah. And I was like, you know what? I'm sure you have so many videos in your camera roll that you can just repurpose,
and
put a trending
edit
sound,
together.
and it's out
Done.
there.
That's what
So it is doable. It depends like what your niche is, but I think
Yeah.
for something that you do like styling, you probably have so
I got so
many.
much videos. But it's just like, would everyone just want to see that?
It doesn't matter.
You'd be
Just
surprised.
post it. The dumbest videos of ours.
Yeah, I've
go
seen
viral.
I've seen dumb videos. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what? How
Sometimes
come
I
this
look at them, I get mad. Like, why has this got 100k likes? 'Cause
You
they're
know,
not even
you know
funny.
that gorgeous girls. All right, so there's a sound. It's like gorgeous girls. I was telling Prinny, I was like, do you know where that sound came from? It's this random girl in America
eating soup.
and she just says, gorgeous girls eat soup. Gorgeous girls love soup. And the sound
Yeah.
went
Went
gone
viral.
Yeah.
viral.
I feel like that's like with most of the sounds.
Exactly. So
They're
you
And
random.
then they just
know.
random, and
They're
then people
random.
just use them.
You just have to post everything and anything.
And also, like, a lot of artists have found that, like, their old songs are going viral now.
Viral.
Like, AJ Tracy's Wifey Rhythm from a million years ago just went
come
viral
back.
towards the end of last year.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
don't
Adele,
even know what it's
Rolling
going to
in
be.
the Deep
Oh,
came
yeah,
back
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Oh my
Chasing
God.
Pavements came back
Yeah.
again. That was what, 2008 or something? Like,
No.
mad. So,
Put it out there.
Post.
Get the content out there.
No, 100%. I'm gonna do it. 2022. I'll figure it out.
All gas, no break. What are we doing? What's in the
Oh
file?
my god,
I got
I'm
enough.
scared when you take out that phone.
I
You
got
know?
no file.
What number file?
Last file.
All right, go.
This is your file.
All right.
Let me make sure it's the last file, actually. Yeah, I said my bit. On the 29th of December 2021,
Getting current.
Ashleigh Stunna retweeted Cardi B's tweet. Don't talk about fashion if you're not a risk taker.
Facts.
What does that mean?
It means don't talk about it if you're not a risk taker. It means what it is. Like, if you're not willing to try something new and come out of the whole trend and say, do you know what? I'm going to pick up this ugly pair or this weird pair of pointy heels and pair it with something.
What's that ugly pair?
Like, do you know what I mean? Something else that someone's going to think is ugly. But
Yeah.
you make it bang. And for me, that's Rihanna, my sis, my number one sis. She does that all the time.
I wanted to ask about trends, actually.
Yeah.
Do you, like, what's your thoughts on trends? Do you follow trends? Do you not? Like, how do you find your personal style? Someone's like, I don't
In a
know.
world
I don't
of
know.
trends,
'Cause I don't know
yeah.
what my personal style is. I don't. And I'm trying to find
not gonna
myself.
lie,
I feel like I
don't
like
follow
loads
trends.
of things.
I don't follow trends.
Okay.
But sometimes I have to know I do have to know the trends
Yeah.
for my clients. So it's like, oh yeah, I know what's going on. But personally, I don't follow trends. Like, I wouldn't. What was that trend we had? Okay, everyone was wearing the Balenciaga socks.
Sock boots.
Right.
Oh.
I hated that.
Yeah, that was
I'm not following that. I was just like, everyone. See, my thing. Hence why I love vintage. My thing is I don't like looking like everyone else.
Yeah.
So there's trends is what's trending, what everyone else is wearing.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like no.
I don't want to be like the 500th person to
Yeah,
the party. Like everyone's got it and now I'm jumping on.
I'm jumping on it. So it's like, okay, I'm the person that comes with something so new you've never seen, and it's like I wouldn't have picked that, but you've made it work. That's my kind of style. Like, I like to pick things that are random. I like to pick colors that are not. Let's say, okay, we're in winter now. Everyone's gonna wear black. Everyone's gonna wear toned colors.
Yeah, oh God. Where are my colours?
All right, today I'm wearing black because I thought I'm coming on a podcast. Let me look smart. Don't want to do too much. Not today. And I had work today. But I'll normally, in winter, I'm still wearing my hot pinks. I'm still wearing my neon colours. I'm wearing my greens. I'm wearing my oranges. I'm wearing my little hats with fluffy hats with an oversized jacket with something. Like I'm still doing things that are not what winter vibes is.
Yeah.
Because I like to do my own thing.
So where do you get inspiration from then? Or is it that you get inspiration from the pieces that you see?
Yeah, I get inspiration from the pieces I see. I might see a celebrity and I'm like, oh, I like the way she layered that up, but I'm gonna layer it up different. Do you know what I mean? Or I like the way I'll see trends, but it's not that I follow them. I have to know them, but I don't. I just get inspiration from individual pieces.
Right.
I'll be like, okay, this is nice. Oh, if I put this with like an oversized shirt and then maybe an abstract coloured pant, flare leg with a boot, this will look cute. And then I'll try it and I'm like, okay, and I might take it away or put something else with it. It's just, I love just trying different things.
I wish I had your brain.
Like, literally,
No,
I'm
it's
going
the way she said like how she layered that up. I was
Yeah,
like,
and
I'd
I'm
never
like,
think like that.
layer, abstract.
I look at the picture, I'm like, I love Rihanna. I'm not even looking at what's layered.
Literally, I'm like, great, 10 out of 10, hun.
You're not even
Don't change
looking
your
at
thing.
it. You're not looking. You have to look at the details. Like, I want to
God.
do even this. I love layering pieces. So even this blazer, I've got so many blazers. I want to put a corset on top and then wear a dress. And
Right.
then, do you know what I mean? Just layer it up and try new things with little handbags.
It's literally, if you have it, you have it. Because if you don't, you
The girls that get it, get it.
The girls that get it, get it.
You can
And
get
the girls
it.
that don't.
Baby steps. I'll take notes. I'll take
Yeah, I'll
notes.
take
You
notes.
should have had your notepad today. No.
It's all in here. It's all in here.
I'm going to listen back to this.
Oh, yeah,
abstract
we-
pant
10
with the
times,
hair
then
and
it's
the
got
ugly
recorded.
pointy boots.
What was that question you were going to ask?
What
You
was I-
forget?
What was I
I
gonna
don't know,
ask?
when we both were like,
Oh, yeah. Of course I remember. I always ask the dumb questions. So, you know, when you're talking about, like, the guys in the industry and how they're, like, basically dogs, has there ever been a time when you're like, but you kind of cute?
I'm so done.
For you, I will risk it all.
Oh my
Has there ever been a
God.
time?
No.
She's a
Well,
professional.
she's good, man.
Yeah,
I would have been like, fucking. Let's fucking have it.
Meet round the
Let's
corner.
have
Meet
it.
round the corner.
Dinner. Go on then.
I haven't had a let's have it moment. No.
Not even a drink or a dinner. No, not saying that like as in like you was like, do you know what? I'm on your vibe too. Like,
No.
no. Okay.
You know what? You can tell Ashley is she's there to
about
work.
work.
Like,
Yeah,
she's not about the
literally.
clout.
I'm there
She's
to
not about
work.
the community.
Yeah,
She
I'm
is trying to
just
do her
literally-
job
I'm
and go
trying to
home.
do my job
Yeah.
and go home. I'm trying to make my money and go home, live happily, and come back to work without no mess. No one talking about me.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, because you know the
blogs.
industry like that as well.
Yeah, unless
It's
a
so
thing-
ancestral in that
Yeah.
industry as well.
Unless it's a thing where I know this guy's being serious,
Right.
And it's like he wants to take this, like really take this far, and he knows my worth because he can see how hard I work, and he's like, I want to add value to that. But other than that, no, it's not happening.
Okay.
That's so good. That's so
I
good.
need a leaf out of your book.
Take the leaf, take it.
No, literally take it.
Literally,
You
take
better.
it.
You taking notes?
I work really hard.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
No, you do.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything.
You said take the leaf.
No, I said take the. If they're giving you the leaf, you take
Yeah, I'll
the
take
leaf.
it. I'll take it.
Take it.
I'll take
Just
it.
a question on like securing the bag. Obviously, you didn't go through like any formal training or courses and stuff. How do you navigate pricing and knowing how, like, making sure you're not underselling yourself?
So, yeah, pricing has been a hard one for me because I want to please everyone, or I want to please the people that I know have potential and they're sick, but the budget might not be right. So it's just like doing a day rate, understanding how many hours you're going to be on set,
Right.
breaking it down per hour. I'm £50 to £70 an hour. Cool. If it's more than 8 hours on set, it's this much amount on hour. But it's like letting the person know from the get-go, this is what it is, and your pricing, so there's no wires crossed as you go along. Because once you start doing the job, then you speak about pricing halfway through, it's long. It's like we haven't
It's
spoken.
awkward, yeah.
It's awkward. So I feel like from the beginning, I often watched like YouTube and said, oh, how do stylists price themselves? Because I'm basically a self-taught stylist.
Yeah.
Because no one's helped me. I haven't assisted anyone. I've just learned everything on my own. And I've asked like older people, like, oh, like, how do you price if you're a freelancer? And they're like, well, I do consulting, and I'm like, well, I don't do consulting, or I don't do whatever they're doing. So it's a bit like, it's different. So I had to go on YouTube, good friend YouTube, type in, how much does a stylist cost per day? Obviously, the prices are wild. Like, when I'm looking at prices, some stylists are saying, I'm like, wow. So wait, I'm actually not at my peak. I could still peak.
That's amazing.
And it's like, it's just obviously I know my worth, and it's just, I feel like now I'm very transparent with all my clients. I'm like, okay, cool. If you want XYZ, this is how much I charge, and I'm going to deliver. You've seen I deliver all the time. You've asked me to style you because you've seen my work. And I enjoy my work. So there's never a time where I'm like, oh, I'm going to give a half-hearted job. I'm going to go above and beyond for that project, that client, whatever. So it's just like,
Imagine loving your job.
Don't get me started, please. I'm going to start crying.
My God.
guys, this is your job.
No, yeah,
It's going to pay.
Yeah.
Amen. One
yeah,
day,
yeah.
yeah.
It's going to pay. Imagine you're going to be
I got to open the laptop at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
No. Do you know I sit on the phone to her on FaceTime every single day, all day, like, I've had it.
Listen,
She's on a breakdown
I've had
today.
a breakdown
I
today.
quit my job. I quit my 9 to 5 2.5 years ago.
Damn.
Do you know,
In a pandemic,
do you know
so soup
what
as well.
the recurring
Quit your
theme
job
is
and
here?
just fly.
Everyone's just quitting their job, because when you quit your job, you have to fucking work, because you ain't got no money coming in.
It all depends on you.
But I can't do
That's
that
why you have to
anymore.
keep that. Literally, that's why I'm like, I'm chasing the bag, because as a freelancer, you don't have HR, you don't have sick pay, you don't. It's you. If you
No
don't
holiday
work-
pay as well. You're there shaking your ass on a yacht in Dubai.
Literally.
That's a week off, no?
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
That's
it's
no
true.
money. So it's like you have to be smart. You've got to work. Like I said, even 22, work smarter, not harder. So
Major key.
major key, understand your worth, charge accordingly. So when you go on holiday, you're not thinking, oh my God, my money, you're nice. Because when you come back, you know you're back to work and you're making that money again. Twice over.
That
was very. I felt that in my chest.
That's a good
You're
point.
good.
I think
that
it's a
was-
good note to end on. Positive.
Very positive.
Positive vibes. Key takeaway.
And manifest. Trust me, ever since I've been manifesting everything for the last year and a half, 2 years, and everything's coming to pass. Like I'm saying, I'm going to do this. I will see this. I'm going to do this, and it's happening as it's going. So it's like always manifest and write things down.
Yeah, I mean, we're good at that. We do.
Yeah,
write
yeah,
things
we do.
down.
We do. We're like, oh, we're gonna be here in like
And look
6
at you
months, we're gonna
guys,
do this,
we
we're
don't
gonna do
need
that.
online.
Little bar as well.
bar. What do you want to drink?
And we're going to be hosting at the fashion hall.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Soon. And then you're gonna be hosting with me. I
I mean, if you need a DJ as well, I mean,
Oh yeah, we
do.
DJ. as
Oh
well,
my God,
yeah.
you DJ. Oh.
Yeah.
So just let us
We're like,
know.
someone called us multifaceted.
I think we are quite.
That's
is that the
good.
word?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're those. If we set
podcast,
our heart on something,
present and DJ.
That is
Well done.
You
That's
don't think
true.
you can't quit your job by the end of this year?
That's our. That's the ball game.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's it.
because I had enough of Microsoft Teams.
If someone I'm like, fuck off.
There's the plot.
I'm doing a TikTok. I didn't even notice. Prinny's commented on it. It's the Teams in the background for me. Like I'm so
You can literally hear it.
sound.
That
I
noise.
cannot
Oh my God.
deal.
I'm so
Oh,
done.
right. This has been very stunning,
It's
Ashleigh
been so
Stunna.
stunning. Thank you so much for coming.
No.
I know.
having me.
I know my lines.
Sorry, okay.
Oh.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming.
yeah. No, this has been very enlightening.
It has. I took all my mental notes, and if not, I'm going to listen to the episode again.
I got your email address. I'm gonna be like, hi, it's me again. I'm gonna email you.
Just
enough.
following up on what you
Following
said.
up on what you said. You didn't quite finish that point off. So what was it that you actually wanted to say?
I love
I can
that.
imagine you're actually going to do that as well.
Literally. All right, guys, for all our new listeners, we have come to that time of the episode called Item of the Week. So Item of the Week is a segment where we give you guys an item that's been on our wish list. Obviously, it's a fashion item, just to give you a bit of inspo. And also, you know, if you wanted to surprise us, birthdays, Valentine's, you can ask us for the P.O. box. Ashleigh will send hers as well.
If you want,
Because we do love a
gift
gift. All right, Item of the Week.
I got mine for once.
Have you? You want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right,
I never
Barbs.
go first. So, my item of the week is from the brand Off-White. I have been really looking at Off-White. I was in Selfridges the other day and I was like, oh, pieces. Can't afford it. Anyway, so mine is this new women's varsity jacket. And
I
it's
love
just
a varsity.
black and the arms are leather and then the body is like just material and then it's got Off-White and black like embroidered on. It's £1,225.
Love that.
Yeah, lol. So if all of my followers give me 50p each, I can actually get the jacket.
Sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah. So yeah, that is my item of the week. And there's 2 colours available apparently. I mean, I don't really care for the other.
Let me
The
see.
other
Let's see.
colour
Let me
is
see.
in Oh wait, it's loaded now. What have I done?
God,
All right,
what
the
have
other
you
Because
done?
colour's
who was
loaded.
wearing a varsity? Oh, that's cute. Who was wearing a varsity?
Oh, it was Jordan, the Louis Vuitton varsity jacket.
Who's
Yeah.
Jordan?
But
Jordan Woods. Sorry. Do you see the Louis Vuitton
oh
varsity
yeah,
jacket?
I saw that one.
was
But
very
there's
nice,
another
very
one.
swag.
There's a Dolce and Gabbana one. I think Dream Doll wore one,
I haven't seen
and
that
it's
one.
cropped. It's so nice.
Ooh.
I love a crop. I mean, speaking of cropped, I might go into mine then.
Go
Because
on
mine
then.
is a vinyl coat. It's a forest green.
Ooh.
It's from this brand. It's like really nice, like oversized cut. And it's designed and handcrafted in Portugal. It's from this brand called, I don't know how to pronounce anything. We're going to spell it and then we're going to say it together. Guaja.
Guaja.
Guaja. So it has some kind of like woolly lining on the cuffs and on the
Collar.
Thank you. On the collar and on the pockets. So I'm going to show you guys. I actually think I might buy it, you know. This is a side view.
Oh,
Like that.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
then that's it. Like
That's really
it's a cropped
nice.
cut.
that's very.
It's kind of
cute,
cool,
very
and I think it's
swag.
quite transitional. Like I can still wear it, even I mean, it's really cold, but I can probably wear it up till like
Into
April.
spring.
Yeah.
And technically, London, we hardly have a summer.
Do you know what I mean? So I can just rock it.
Rock it.
I like it. So once I converted it from the euros, it's about £140.
Oh, that's not.
So it's not terrible.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
1,000.
I mean, yeah,
yeah,
we're coming down a bit.
Yeah. Oh,
Ashleigh Stunna.
So this, I've had my eye on for the past 2 to 3 weeks. I love rare pieces. I love rare pieces, but I also love collaboration pieces because I feel like once it's gone, you can't get it again. It's a collaboration, it's done. So it had to be the North Face and Gucci padded jacket.
Oh,
Yeah.
This has been on my wish list for since Christmas. £1,900, and it's the brown and black colorway.
Oh, that wasn't that.
You know what?
When they did their first collab.
We actually spoke about this, and I think what threw me off, I don't know if it threw you off, is we have this thing about brown and black.
Yeah,
And we just don't know how to.
I mean,
it's leopard print.
I mean-
so leopard. That's why it's different. But like
leopard
brown,
print.
like chocolate brown and black. That's what we mean. We mean chocolate brown, right? Right.
No, but
Yeah.
this ain't chocolate brown.
Yeah. So I'm alright because it's got black on it, right?
There was a thing going on here,
Okay.
but do you get what I mean? It's like, we're kind of extending the podcast. Sorry,
As a
I know we're
stylist,
supposed to end,
is this
but-
allowed?
It's allowed.
Okay.
Okay,
There's no rules.
we've been told.
yeah,
True.
yeah,
risk.
There's no rules.
Risk
Because
taker.
there is.
So I was gonna go just really quickly. Sorry, guys. I know I was gonna go on a date, right? I did go on a date, but the point is, I had like these chocolate brown leather trousers. I was like, I'm gonna wear this outfit. Like, I'm just gonna wear the trainers. And Prinny was like, no, you're going on a date. Wear your heel boots. I was like, I've only got black heel boots, and I was like, brown and black. That's disgusting.
Oh, is that why you didn't wear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's how you style it.
Because it
So
would have been
if it-
brown leather bottoms, brown top,
But
and
were
then
the
black.
brown leather bottom slim fit?
No, they're a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
mm.
See.
It's about the shapes as well. Because
See?
if it was like a slim fit, you could have rolled it up, had the boots, and then had like a silk black or leather black top.
Oh,
Do you know
because
what
it
I
breaks
mean?
it up a
breaks
bit.
it up.
Yeah, right.
And then it would have been a slim fit where you still see the boot, and then there's
then-
a little separation of the roll up and the boot.
Situation.
You see, because when she just did that,
It makes sense.
Yeah.
In the
It
brain
makes
cells.
and when we do it, yeah,
Yeah.
you got
Well,
it. You got
I
it.
got
She's a
it.
fashion stylist. We love it.
Ashleigh, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. I loved it.
And quick socials.
Yeah.
Oh, socials, guys, is... I almost forgot there. Ashleigh Stunna, spelled AshleighStunna. That's across everything. My website, everything.
We
It's
love the
ashleighstunna.com.
consistency.
Yeah, you have to keep it consistent.
Not
It's
Ash-
like-
Ash
and
one.
then 1, 2. That just gives me the ick as well. It's just like, oh, why is everything not uniform? The OCD in me. But
Love that.
yeah, that's across everything. Twitter, Instagram.
And the fashion hall, where can they find that?
Oh, the fashion hall is the fashion hall, spelt all the same. Unfortunately, someone else had it, so there's an underscore at the end.
No worries.
Gotta do what you gotta
It's
do.
annoying, but yeah, we move. Soon buy it from Instagram.
We love that.
Thank you, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.